Hi Ruth, it's great to have you on Wild Wise and
Hi.
Curious today.
Hi. Hi,
How
how are
are
you?
you? Yes, all good, thank you. I'm really grateful that you've
Good.
come along. So, yeah, do you want to just tell us a little bit more about your kind of like perimenopausal journey, really?
Yeah, so I'm 43. Um, yeah, yeah, it takes a while. The so I think I've been experiencing symptoms for a while,
Yeah.
but they started off very, very subtle. So it was just I've sort of uh not really noticed them sort of, and then somebody said to me, "Oh, do you realize that this might be happening?" And I sort of had a look at some of the symptoms and had a look at my weird itchy ears and thought, oh, this might be this. Um, so yeah, I sort of think, and then like I've got a period tracker on my phone, and nearly every month it sends me like a notification, sort of asking me if I want to take a pregnancy test because my cycle's changed,
Oh
and I'm
gosh,
like,
okay.
so yeah, I think the app's more for like pregnancy things, and if you want to
Okay.
conceive and stuff, because it's just like a free one I downloaded, and it sort of pops up with, oh, there's been a change, sort of every so often, and I think, oh, has there? Oh, okay. Sort of things are getting shorter and like all of that. So I'm sort of quite aware of it now. So when a symptom sort of pops up, I sort of go, oh, is that? And then I Google it, and there is like a symptom of peri or something, so it's just, oh, right, okay, this is where we're going.
So, what were those early symptoms that you hadn't quite worked
Um,
out what they were?
so the early things were things like I'd forget a word as I was saying a sentence, and I was like, am I going mad, or is this like the start of something? And like my ears were quite itchy, and I had a period of time where my nipples were really itchy, and I thought, well,
Yeah,
what's that
okay.
about?
Yeah.
Um, and I had sort of weird things like things crawling on my arm
Yeah.
and
Yes.
things like that,
Yeah.
um, and just sort of subtle mood swings. But I've always sort of had a bit of a busy brain, so I just sort of take them in my stride. I think a bit. I've always sort of been able to soothe myself and all of that, but there is definitely more, just a little bit more anxiety about certain things and certain weird things that was just never there before.
Okay.
And again, you sort of Google stuff and you look at stuff and you think, oh, that is a symptom of something. Maybe I should go to the doctors, or maybe I should do this. And then it sort of disappears, or it sort of fades away, and sort of something new comes in and you go, oh, and then Google that. And oh, that's a symptom of this as well. Oh my God, how is anybody dealing with this sort of thing?
That is the weirdest thing, isn't it? You kind of
Yeah,
realise that one symptom, I mean, the itchy ears thing, I get the itchy ears, and it's the weirdest symptom in the world, isn't
yeah,
it? And then, like you were saying about how then something will go and then something else will replace it. So you
yeah,
never have like this stable list of symptoms. It can really
yeah.
fluctuate,
Yeah, it
can't
can.
it?
It can. I think I'm starting to get the itchy ears now.
Really?
Yeah, but I find
Uh,
that if my ears itch, and if I then like do anything to kind of stop them from itching,
Yeah.
sometimes I then sneeze. And then, no, I know, but then once I've sneezed, I feel like I've almost got a snotty nose, and that's happening a
oh,
bit more now.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
The itchy ears, I feel a bit like my dog when I've got an itchy ears because I'm just, and it like it really relieves it.
like you can't, yeah, you
Can't
can't
get,
get to
Can't
the
get
bit of
as
it
deep as you
itchy.
want
Yeah, you
to
can't
get the
quite,
itch
yeah,
scratched.
you can't quite get there. Yeah,
No,
yeah. Oh,
no.
yeah.
it's
It's so
bizarre.
bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was initially ears, but it was tinnitus. And I just
Right.
thought, oh, okay, this is weird. And I remember waking up one January the 1st, I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago, and just being like that, oh, my ears are ringing. Okay. And then it
Yeah.
just seemed to normally, if I'd ever get a little bit of ear ringing, it would kind of go away. But this
Mm,
kind of just stayed at a level and it just didn't seem to want to go anywhere. You've had that as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I've had tinnitus for years now, and it fluctuates again. Like one ear is louder than the other, and I mean, it's just so bizarre. But the itchy skin as well, Ruth, you were saying about. Because again, that's another one, isn't it? You feel like things are crawling on your skin.
Well, yeah, definitely. I've had that the last couple of days actually, and then I did have a bug on my arm, and I thought it was nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like I didn't realise until it sort of that it was actually a bug and not just me being weird.
Yeah. But, so you didn't even look to see if there was a bug?
I didn't even look. Yeah, I didn't even register because I was so like, oh, what's this sort of thing. But yeah, sort of just itchy. Just God, it's such fun, isn't it? Like every symptom you talk about when you talk about peri and menopause is like, oh, and then this happened, and it sounds like the worst thing you've ever experienced.
Yeah. And then like you, when you look back and you look at all these little things and think, oh, okay, that would have been because of perimenopause.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise it at the time.
So did you any of these little random weird little symptoms were linked to perimenopause, or was it like Dr. Google that kind of informed it every single time something like cropped up?
Yeah, I think you start Googling things, and I think sometimes that gives you more anxiety than not.
Yeah.
You know, you start, like I had headaches, hormonal headaches for a while, and you put headache into Google, and it's like you've got a brain tumor before you know it. But as soon as the symptoms start to sort of add up, and then you look at peri, and like I say, it was somebody that said to me, somebody at work that sort of said, oh, well, have you thought about this? And then you sort of Google perimenopause instead of Googling, the symptom that you've got, which is probably the safer option, really, isn't it? Because you
for our mental well-being, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, just for your own sanity.
Yeah.
Just what you think, and then you see that all these symptoms, and then you go through and it's like bingo, isn't it? You think, oh, I've got that one. Oh, I've got that one. Oh, I've got that one.
It really is.
And before you know it, you've sort of writing them down and noticing them a lot more, because you've sort of seen that, these are the official symptoms. These are the listed things that you will get wrong with you. It's not you sort of going mad or imagining things, or I don't know, just finding out that it's a recognised thing, I think is very helpful sometimes.
Yeah. So after your colleague then had pointed out that some of these symptoms might be perimenopause, did you then go to the GP? What were your next steps?
It was just to find out more about how to help myself in the first instance. Mm-hmm. So, I got a personal trainer, and I sort of do a bit of strength training and a bit of where I didn't before.
Yeah.
I've done a little bit of reading, not loads and loads and loads, but a little bit about supplements and a little bit about exercise and a little bit about well-being stuff and all of that sort of stuff. I haven't actually been to the doctors in quite a long time, and I should probably go. But at the minute, touch wood, I seem to be sort of managing myself quite well.
Yeah.
But obviously, if that ever changed, then I would be sort of straight in, to sort of. But I'd have to go with like a list of symptoms. I'd feel like I needed to be prepared to have an argument almost, and sort of provide evidence to the doctor that this was actually happening, because you hear so many stories about women who have gone and aren't listened to or dismissed because it's too early or you're not old enough, or I don't know. It's a weird one, isn't it, the doctors?
Yeah, because I guess it's down to who your doctor is and what research they've done.
Exactly.
Who they've been talking to, and it can be, because we've spoken to people that have had amazing experiences with the doctors, haven't we? Yeah. Where their GPs have been like, oh my goodness, you are so perimenopausal. Do you want to go on HRT, or do you want to look into things yourself? And then we've heard other stories where it's been like, no, they didn't. They said I was too young, or it wasn't that, or so. yeah, I guess it's a bit of a lottery, isn't it?
It is, but what you were saying there, Ruth, is, you know, going armed with the information, and because you're doing the research yourself, and then you can advocate for yourself as well then, can't you?
Massive.
Definitely.
It does. And also you feel more
in control.
Absolutely, more in control. You understand more what's going on, so you come from a much more informed position rather than saying, oh, you know, oh, my skin's been a bit funny, or I'm not sleeping very well, or my periods are a bit all over the shop. If you can kind of go with a good, solid kind of, you know, set of notes as such, it just puts you in a bit of a position of power with discussing your own body.
Yeah, I think that's it. I think because like I say, I've printed some symptoms list out, and you know, the NHS website has sort of lists of stuff, and you go, oh yeah, that's what I've got, and that's what I've got, and that's what I've got. So yeah, it was sort of nice to be able to sort of say, oh, this is probably what it is, because you had these collection of symptoms, you know, printed out from the NHS's own website. It's not, you know, that's like the official source, isn't it, really? So if you've identified those symptoms, then it might be time for me to sort of go in and say, this is what I think it is because of this.
So you've been doing some things then, so like you were saying about the strength training and that kind of thing. And so what is working for you at the minute? What does it feel like? How is it all working for you?
I think the training is working. I think the training has helped with a lot of things I wasn't expecting it to help with. Like the exercise is more sort of is helping with mental clarity, and it sort of gives me more like I like a challenge. I'm finding I like challenge more. I'm finding I want to lift heavier. I'm finding that I want to sort of do more, but I'm also finding that I want to do more sort of outside of the training and sort of be out and about and sort of meet more people and stuff like that. So you know, do things like this and make more music and do bits and pieces. So I'm sort of in a weird bit. I feel like I'm having like a weird teenage bit at the minute. Do you know what I mean? Sort of
Totally know what you mean.
You know, let's go and do this sort of thing.
That's part of the magic of this time as well, isn't it? It's finding those things that you've got an interest in and pursuing them.
Oh, 100%.
Because I don't know about you, but I there was a time where I wouldn't have even if I'd have wanted to do something, I wouldn't have had I would have been too scared.
Yeah, not had the guts. That you perhaps did in your angsty teenage years, where you were like, "Sod it, I'm going to do these things because I want to do them." Yeah, you do get a little bit of that back, don't you?
Yeah, I feel so.
Yeah, I do as well.
It's exciting.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
And because your world seems to open up a little bit more, doesn't it? Because you're willing to throw yourself into it a little bit more.
Yeah, I think maybe there's an ease with yourself. Well, for me anyway. Yeah. I guess I give less of a shit.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yes.
Because I'm a person that has spent a lot of time worrying about what other people thought of me.
Oh, I think we're all guilty of that.
Yeah. Definite overthinker, you know, definite just all of that. And then like obviously my kid is, you know, 17, doesn't really need me to be around, well, not as much, you know. I'm not doing school runs. I don't have to be I can be around in the mornings, but I don't have to be sort of doing a school run or making sure that Lou's got what she needs for the day. She does that now. She does her own washing, so I'm like, oh, right, well, you do your washing, I'm off out, bye.
So there's a time thing there now as well, because I mean, we find that you've got a little bit more time and a little bit more freedom.
To pack more stuff in, and then you've got no time again.
And then you've no time and then you're exhausted, You're sat in the pub with your itchy ears,
Checking your symptoms. Oh, what's this new one? No, you've just had a few too many beers, Ruth.
Beers, exactly, That's it, a couple of glasses of wine at lunchtime and wonder why I'm wobbling. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that a symptom?
I can't tolerate alcohol anymore. I don't know about you. I can't tolerate it anymore. In fact, I've just decided I'm going to stop because it feels like too much of a. I don't know. The next day, I am no good for anything, even if I have one. So
really?
I think
that
I'm.
Yeah. Oh wow, that much so.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, I've still got to catch up because I drank as most people did in the 90s. Gave up when I got pregnant with my eldest, and he's 22, and then didn't start until about 2 years ago. So I had like 20 years with no drink.
Yeah.
So I've got 20 years to make up now. So I'll have the odd 1, 2. Not many more, but yeah.
Sort of, a couple does what it needs to do, and then you can stop.
Yeah. And when
that's exactly,
years, defo does what you do.
Yeah.
It does what it needs to do. You just get that little sort of, oh, okay,
Yeah.
and then we'll go and get attacked, and we'll go home. It's home time now.
Yeah, maybe not make it to the nightclub these days.
Yeah.
I do fancy going for a bit of a boogie.
Yeah.
And I do think, and with it, we said we would do that, didn't we? Go and have a bit of a boogie somewhere. Just, just to have your music on and have a dance that's with other people dancing.
They do discos and club nights during the day round here, so there might be
we've seen
like
them.
a daytime one that you can that they'll just be full of women our age sort of thing.
That's fine.
Well, exactly, that's what I mean. Everybody will be in trainers.
Yeah.
Everybody will be, it'd be on the dance floor. Actually, comfortable, nice soft bras, trainers.
Sports bras.
Yeah, sports bras. Holding us in place.
Exactly.
Holding us in place.
Living our best life. That's exactly what we want. Yeah, exactly what you want at this stage.
Yeah.
So you were saying as well, Ruth, that you do singing as well. So you've got your music is part of your life. So is that? Do you feel like you've got more time to do that? Are you being a bit more creative with that? How's that looking?
I think, I've always been sort of creative with it, and I think I've always found time to do it. I think I've taken longer to make the stuff that I actually want to make at the moment. I've been in a lot of situations where when you're sort of in a band or I've been with guitarists and where you've had to sort of compromise on the sort of stuff that you want to do, where now I'm more in control of the stuff I make and all of that. So it sort of takes me longer to get there, but it's a more fulfilling process, I guess. I get to sort of call the shots on everything. And I didn't realise how much of a control freak I actually was until I started doing stuff like that. Okay. And I'm like, oh no, I want to do it like this, and I want to do this like that. And I found out I'm quite bossy.
Well, it sounds like you're a bit more intentional about what you want to do.
Definitely. And you're doing it more with your...
That's a good word.
And you're being more true to your real self, and authentic. So all of that does stack up. And I think you probably... I mean, I sang in a band like years ago, like in my early 20s. Nice. I loved it. So I know what you mean when you kind of swayed one way or another by other people in the band. And I was young, and I found that... So the stuff that if I was to do it now, the stuff I would sing about and the style I would do it in would be totally different. Because I don't think I'd say... If someone said to me, oh, I don't quite like that, or let's not go that way, I think these days I'd be like, well, this is what I want to do. I really like this, and let's just try it.
Right. Yeah.
I think be bossy. Don't be pushed to one side by... bossy bassists.
But again, it's another way of advocating for yourself,
it really
isn't it? I think that's something that I'm learning. It's listening to my own inner voice now and paying attention to it, and really like you were just saying about being authentic, trying to tap into what that looks like, and and
it feels good afterwards, doesn't it? It doesn't feel like kind of sold out and just gone along with something, even though you don't really believe in it. So it might take longer, but the final product is so much better.
Yeah.
Even if it's just thinks it's better.
It does. It's definitely and it's brought me some amazing people as well. Sort of some actually amazing people but just people who are sort of working in that similar way. I think that's been really good, whatever sort of discipline they're in. But there seems to be like a whole world of, again, artists that are a bit more grown up, that are working their authenticity, that are working in their space, in their flow, in their zone or whatever. And that is a beautiful thing to watch as an artist. So I hope that is what other people see reflected in me, as you work through what it is that you produce, sort of thing. So it's sort of all exciting at the minute.
It sounds like it's really exciting for you at the minute, Ruth.
Yeah, tiring and exhausting and exhilarating and all of that, but mostly exciting.
Yeah, definitely. So it's kind of like you have the excitement of the youth, like of when you were young, don't you? So you feel the excitement and they're like, I want to do this and I want to do that. But like going back to the kind of dancing and going to a nightclub, you've got to set your own kind of perimeter. What does that like? Your boundaries, that's the word. You kind of got to put your boundaries in place. So if someone gives you a gig slot at 2 a.m, you're like, actually, mate, that doesn't work for me. 2 p.m.
Actually, whilst you were saying all that, I was thinking my body could not keep up. So it's nice to think about, how you would have been in your youth, and but actually, putting the boundaries.
Absolutely, the boundaries need, but they need to be there, don't they? So.
They definitely do.
So what do you kind of do with your music? Is it something that you keep personally, or do you get out there and gigs, or?
Yeah, so in the past I've done lots and lots and lots of gigs. I think I'm more selective now. The music that I make is on Spotify and is on YouTube and all of that.
Fantastic. You will have to give us all of that and we'll put it in the show notes so people can have a listen.
Yeah. Thank you. So I used to gig a lot, but again, it's something that I've sort of gigged a lot where it's been, you've done it for free, you've done it for mates, and you've it's been sort of smaller gigs and things like that. And I sort of feel like I've been there and done that with the smaller, so I sort of, if I would, like, there are gigs that I'd love to play, sort of bigger gigs that are paid, and that because there's a lot of skill and time and effort gone into the music that I make. So I sort of, I don't know, I put music out from time to time, and I think about putting a band together to play the music that I put out, and then something else happened and it takes me away from, from sort of doing it. But I think I'll have to make time this year to sort of actually, even if it's just the guy on a piano, and sort of get some stuff actually, filmed and say, look, this is what I can do. Can we make it bigger? Because, and even that feels like sort of starting again for the first time, because it's all, different music and different. I'm a different person. I'm probably a different type of performer now than I was sort of 15-ish years ago, that it feels like it's a very new project again.
Yeah. Okay. It sounds really exciting though.
Yeah. And a little bit anxiety inducing, I have to say. The heart goes a little bit, but
we've got a word for that. We've got a new word for that, and it's neck-sighted. Neck-sighted, and it's nervous and excited at the same time.
At the same time, yeah.
I feel that a lot.
That's it, yeah.
Like, oh, how do you feel? Oh, I feel a bit nervous, but really excited. Excited is what happens.
Yeah, that sounds, that's exactly what it is. But yeah, it's all very on the cusp of something at the moment. So, hopefully I'll have to plan it into the schedule, otherwise it just won't happen. But it needs to.
Well, this is the other thing, isn't it, that we don't have as teenagers. Obviously, as teenagers, we tend to have school and things like that. But when we're kind of grown-ups, you know, you've got jobs and families and bills and houses and cooking and shopping and the list is endless. So trying to make time for your creative stuff is tricky, but it is so needed, isn't it? You know, like filling your own cup. And I think especially you know, if you've been raising children, you know, and working, or, you know, doing it one or the other, you kind of, you put yourself on the back burner, and you're going back to making sure that everybody else is okay, and that everybody's fed, and they've got their, you know, your daughter's got her stuff to take to school, and she's got her clean clothes, and she's had breakfast in her belly before she leaves the door. And so when those things start to slow a little bit, and you kind of then remember that you're allowed, and you can give yourself permission to do some shit that you really want to do. It is exciting, but it's nervous because we're not, you know, we're not who we were 20 odd years ago.
Everything feels a little bit different.
It does.
You know, but but I think it's because you're a different person. You have different perspective, different wants and needs from any sort of given situation. I think you need something different out of it, otherwise you just sort of going in the same cycle, and I don't think that's, well, for me being stuck in that cycle is frustrating. So I'm always looking at something new or somebody new that I can work with, or just to keep myself ticking over.
Well, that's growth as well, isn't it? Because we're pretty much like that, aren't we? We're kind of like move kind of through life, but you don't want to be going back doing the same things over and over again, because you're not learning anything new, are you? And it's also following those things that bring you joy, isn't it? You know, those, when you're feeling that spark of like, oh, this is really exciting, excitement.
We're gonna catch on.
I want to see a song called Nexcited.
You'd have to get merch. Merch and copyright it and make merch.
Right, we'll remember that one. But and I think it's really important, and that's something that I'm leaning a lot more into now, following those things that are bringing me joy.
Oh God, 100%.
But it's sometimes really hard to untangle, because when I'm feeling fearful, when I'm feeling anxious, and I'm trying to work out, now, is this because I'm nervous and I shouldn't be doing it, or should I be doing it? And it's really hard to untangle,
because it's so close. They're very similar, don't they, those feelings?
Really, really similar. I always, the one I've got two mantras for that. One is I can do hard things, which is great, and the other one is it's not going to kill me.
That's true.
So that's the thing. Like, I can do hard things. This is not going to kill me. Muttering slowly, till it sinks in. Just as you're about to do something, so you just talking to yourself like a madwoman. But that's it. That's the only tips I've got.
I think what I've started to say to myself is, will I regret not doing this?
Oh, that's a good one.
If I think I'm going to ever regret not doing it, then you have to lean into it, no matter how uncomfortable it feels.
Plus, you've also told the world that you are saying yes to everything.
Wow.
Quite literally told the world.
I told East Midlands today.
And it happened to be on last night. On the telly. We were literally on for this long. We went along, and it's probably something that would you would definitely enjoy, although you'd have the big experience over us. But we went along to an organisation called the Writers Collective, and there's a music studio called Stay Free Music Studios in Leicester. And every year they do something called 66 Days to the Stage, where women come together, whether you've played a note or you've never played a note, whether you've sang or you've not sang, and you basically learn for 20 minutes the keyboard, 20 minutes on the drums, 20 minutes on
wow.
the guitar.
That sounds amazing.
It's so crazy fun. And then at the end of those 20 minutes of learnings, you sort of like, there's a drummer, someone who wants to do a bit of drumming, someone who wants to do a bit of bass, bit of guitar, bit of keyboard.
Oh,
okay,
God.
you and you, off you go and make a song. 20 minutes later, they come back to you and you have to perform said song.
Yeah.
So we're like,
much fun.
sod it, in for a penny, in for a pound. So we did that, didn't we? And there just happened to be at this taster session, East Midlands Today were there. Can we interview you? So we're like, yeah, okay, cool. In for a penny, in for a pound. We'll talk about the podcast. All of that was cut. But they did get loose saying, well, we've both turned 50 this year and we're just saying yes to everything. And I'm like, everything?
You do need to caveat somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, we need a little asterisk, don't we, at the bottom? Not
At the bottom. All the T's and C's.
And there'll be a really, really long list. But yeah, so the whole.
But now we want to be in a band, Ruth.
We do want to be in a band.
Yeah.
We can't play it.
Do it. It's
you did
amazing.
have a bass for Christmas, though, didn't you?
Yes, I'm going to start learning. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
And that's something as well. Like I would normally I can't sit down and do something because I've got to go and do this. Or I've got to go and do that, or the cupboards need cleaning, or the washing needs putting on.
Random shit.
Yeah, but I can't wait to go and start learning how to do the bass. So I'm like, no, I need to switch off. I need to do that, and it's become, quite important actually that I do get that, because I have never switched off as much as I do when I'm trying to.
What?
It's amazing.
When I said
of music.
bossy bassist earlier, I was referring to her. She was looking at me when we were doing the thing. Do it like this, try it like that. But oh my god, it was great. It was so much fun. It was so much fun. So we're going to be booking like some sessions at the music studio, because even if
Just
no one ever hears,
if nothing comes of it,
we don't care. Just have an
experience. It really does give you a bit of a buzz.
It does, doesn't it?
We were buzzing.
We were buzzing.
Yeah.
And Lou's poor husband collected us after the session. Oh my god. And I think he probably
his poor ears.
Yeah, we were like like all this all the way home. And you can just see him going,
what are they up to now?
Yeah. We were working out all the exciting things that we've done this year.
Yeah, we were.
Year.
Just because we're saying yes to most things.
Yeah.
Not
and
everything.
we've met some amazing people as well.
Oh
and
my
like
God.
you were saying, you start to see the like-minded people and building your tribe, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Being involved with lots of fantastic
because
people.
there are so many amazing people. I mean, specifically for us women, because we're having these conversations like with people like you, Ruth. And we just we come off and we go, oh my God, there are so many people that are like us, in as much as, okay, we've kind of come to midlife and we're like, oh my God, we've got a whole nother life. It's exciting. We can do new shit. We can do this. Yeah. We're not like going, oh, okay, I'm 50 now or whatever. And what's in it for me? What do I do? We're just kind of like going, oh, okay, what's next?
Okay.
And there's loads of us that feel the same. And that, it's just awesome. Yeah. It's just awesome.
It's an incredible thing that, like you say, that there's so many people out there that are doing these things, that are doing these things that are older, because everybody on TV looks so young nowadays. And I'm not sure if it's just a me thing, or whether you need to see it to be it, don't you? That's the thing. And I think that sort of having the conversations and saying that I am 43 and I'm okay with where I am and who I am, and look at the amazing things I'm doing because I've worked hard for it, is really important for other women who sort of get a bit lost at this stage, I think.
And definitely, and when you look at all of the experience that it's taken us to get to the points that we're at now, and it's not just, say, for example, like, you know, the music for you and the singing and the producing your stuff, but also, you know, you've been a mum and you've worked, and so you've managed you've juggled so many balls for so many years. We just become magicians, right? Sorceresses.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, the things that we can pull together and we can do. I mean, yeah, sometimes I just have to take my hat off to myself.
Yeah. I think we do, because I'm not sure that we do it enough. That's the thing. That sort of, look what I have done. I mean, I know I don't do it enough.
No, I don't.
People will say to me, "Oh my God, that's amazing," and I'm like already looking for the next thing, or sort of already sort of getting, you know, cooking tea or making a shopping list, and people, do you realise that you've done this and that it's great and people love it? And I'm like, oh yeah, but I need to do that. And it's like,
still got mouths to feed.
Life still goes on. Right?
Yeah. I've still got to go to Tesco's. I've still got to, you know, pick up milk or buy bread. But that's what the little glasses of wine are for.
Yeah. Self-congratulations.
What the dancing's for. Celebration of, you know, ourselves.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people that, you know, that do you know, if you're sort of mum and all of these things, we should make ourselves priority once in a while.
Yeah.
We definitely should. And actually, when we make ourselves priority and when we feel like our cup's full up to the top, we're so much better for everyone else as well, aren't we?
Yeah.
So
and the thing is, the more you feel uncomfortable about celebrating yourself, the more you should do it.
Yeah.
Because it should feel normal to talk about our achievements, and it should feel normal to say how much we enjoy what we're doing and what we're producing and all of that. So the more uncomfortable you feel, the more you should do it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a challenge.
That's advice. It is a challenge. It is a challenge. I think I say I haven't. I do it more now. I look back and think, oh, what I've done over the last however many years. Because, you know, we've both gone I always say back to uni, but I never went to uni when I left school. So I went back to uni.
Back to learning.
Back to learning and stuff. And when you look at that and you look at the little things that you've started and things that you've created, and you're singing and writing new material. I write stuff, and I love putting words together, and and like all the different things that you've like achieved. When we look at all of the different things, we again, I'm going back to it. We're sorceresses.
Yeah. I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and he was going, "Oh, so what do you do?" And I was like, "Oh, I want to do this, and I do this, and I do this, and I do this." And after I said it with all that, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I really do. I do quite a lot.
I really do all that. Yeah. Where do I find the time? Yeah."
That's why I'm so knackered.
That's why I'm tired. Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah. What do you do? All right. I'll just write you the list.
Yeah. Do you want just my job title, or do you want to know what?
Do you want everything? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm also curious to know how you both feel about the fact that I certainly am a bit more tuned into my body now, so I know when I'm starting to do too much. So there is I have started to put more into my diary where I don't actually plan any. I've started to take things out of my diary, so I don't plan things.
Yeah.
So much. I do. I'll like have a day.
Video now. People can see my face going.
I'll have a day where I don't actually have anything planned, so I can do, if I want to make a load of cooking because I enjoy it, I want to make bread and whatever, or whatever I want to do, I can do it at my leisure because I've not got things booked in, and I know now I have to do that for my own mental health.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, I'll completely go off the edge. I'm no good to anybody.
I feel buzzy when there's too many things.
Yeah.
And I think I said to you over Christmas, didn't I, that I took a day where I literally made a sticky toffee pudding, a Christmas pudding, then I wanted to make a soup, then I wanted to make something else.
You get in the zone though, don't you?
You do get in the zone.
Yeah.
And I actually felt like I was enjoying creating food, whereas I used to enjoy creating things, with food. Like before I had a family, because, you know, not when it was just me, but if, you know, when you started dating someone or you had your friends coming over and you'd make a meal, I'd enjoy that. But then you've had 20 odd years of having to do it to keep everyone fed. It took all the joy away from it. Oh God, for God's sake, what's for dinner this week? Boring. And I started to say, cooking's not my thing. I don't enjoy it. But that day over Christmas where I just played with food, it was really quite lovely.
Yeah.
So
That's it. It's rest is important, but so is sort of like you said, doing things you enjoy.
Yeah.
So, you know, that nourishes you as much as rest does sometimes, I think. Especially if you've got a busy brain or as something that, you know, anything that takes you away from mundane stuff and the stuff you should be doing is a good thing.
Yeah. And it was actually nice to find joy in something that I thought I didn't like.
Yeah.
Because I had time.
And space.
That's,
I feel like that's really important.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Certainly for creativity as well.
Yeah.
You know, like if I've got a busy brain, I haven't got space to do anything creative. No. But if I give myself some time and space, it's like all the ideas just come floating in there, and it's exciting.
They do, because you make space for them. Floating in.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it. You start a new project and then you're off. Yeah.
So it sounds like you're in a really good space with, you know, working out what you were struggling with perimenopause and finding some solutions to help you kind of navigate that and everything.
Where I am at the moment, I am. I think I've still got a long way to go with it. So it's the journey, isn't it? That's the thing. It's not something that it's the journey of, rather than the, you know, all of that.
An end destination. It's like this, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Like sometimes you find your symptoms kind of just fade into the background a little bit, and you just carry on moving forward, don't you? And embracing the stuff that fills your cup. And out there and being who you want to be as a singer, as a creator, as a human being.
Like I said, I think I've got a long way to go into sort of all of that. So I don't know. Hopefully I can feel myself enough that it's sort of a slightly easier road, but we shall see. It's the journey, isn't it? That's the thing.
It really is. And I'm feeling that there's going to be a part 2 to this.
If you're up for it.
Oh wow! Yeah, all right.
come back to us again in a year's time.
In a year's time. Yeah.
A little chat and a catch up. Yeah.
Actually, that sounds like fun.
We'll catch up and see where we all are in a year's time.
Exactly.
Maybe we are a band. There's the three of us.
Well, this is it. You'll be on tour. You'll be zooming from somewhere foreign.
You'll be the singer. Not figured out what instrument I'm going to play yet, though. Ruth, it's so good to talk to you. I've really enjoyed this conversation.
Good. Me too.
The love about the podcast is you kind of come on and have a conversation, and when you come off, you feel like you've had a therapy session. It's great, you know, just that buzzing and the conversation and learning from each other. So thank you ever so much. Really good to talk to you.
Thank you. Lovely to see you both. Amazing.
Take care.